All right, so Mike Tomlin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
All right. Welcome back to another stream. All right, so I got a couple of videos to react to, and of course, Snarp uploaded today. Can't wait to watch his new video. And also, I'll probably play some games tonight if I have time. We'll see. Probably play either college football or get back on Dispatch. I mean, I apologize for the inconsistent streams. You know, a lot of football going on, and sometimes I'll stream late here and there, but especially on the weekends. But I don't do it. I don't do it that much. Probably should, but I don't know. But anyways, okay. Okay, we gotta get the. Well, excuse me. Gotta react to the MPG videos first. All right, so I spoke about this a couple of days ago. Texas just stole Alabama's running back commit. Shake my head.
Committed to Alabama. He wasn't just talking to him, he committed. He was already enrolled in classes, and Texas stole him away. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great Sunday night. Hope all of you having a great weekend. I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like this weekend flew by. I digress. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. And man, oh man, no need to fear. The MBG Sweatshop is here. I told y'all in the video we posted only a few hours ago, we're going to have not one but two videos today. We didn't have college football games going on this weekend. I know, trust me, I'm just as sad as you guys. However, we got a bunch of college football news going on.
The college football season's almost done. Like, after the national championship, that's it. No college football after that. For like 6 months. Not until like August. Which is going to be long, man. Long.
You know we're going to cover it. Both of the videos today are also sponsored by this comment right here. I still can't get over this. I can't think. Red Redder. About some more not so good news for my Alabama fans. It's been awful, really. Ever since the Rose Bowl, it's been awful. And I know the Indiana beatdown doesn't seem as bad now because they beat down Oregon, but I'm not just talking about that game alone. I'm talking about losing all these recruits, getting beat out for Cam Coleman, and now you just lost a guy who Texas pretty much stole. And the basketball team, what are we doing? 2 straight losses? We lost to Texas. Golly, man, it ain't looking good in T-Town, partner.
They're losing in basketball too? That's tough, man. That is tough. Not only losing in football and basketball as well. What is going on with Alabama?
Is not looking good, but I know most people don't care about basketball as much as myself. You're just here for the football stuff, and that is completely fine, and that's what we're going to talk about. We also got some minor topics we got to speak on, including Lane Kiffin has found himself a new quarterback, and Isaiah Horton, Alabama's former wide receiver, he's found his new home. He's made it official. I don't have time to waste. You don't have time to waste here. Let's get straight into this. I don't have too much to say about this one, so we're going to start out with it. Isaiah Horton, we talked about him in the video we posted only a few hours ago. It was being predicted by Pete Nakos, one of our reliable sources, that he's looking at going to A&M, and he thought he'd go there.
He's an Aggie.
You see it right here. It's no longer a rumor. It's official. He's an A&M Aggie. I just don't get this one. I don't. Maybe there was some money involved, but if you're wanting to get more production...
Yeah, they gave him a good amount of money. They gave him a good amount of money because I don't understand why leave Alabama for Texas A&M after seeing Marcel Reed's performance against Miami.
Which I'm assuming that was a main reason he wanted to leave Alabama. Why in the world would you join A&M with Marcel Reed, the guy who can't throw a football? I thought his whole purpose of leaving Bama was so he could have a breakout season, have 1,000 receiving yards, something like that. Well, I'll be the first to tell you, Isaiah Horton will not surpass 1,000 yards next year. It's not going to happen. There's no way. I'm not saying he's going to have a bad season. I think he's a really good wide receiver, and if I'm an A&M fan, I'm jumping for joy. I'm talking about it from Isaiah Horton's perspective. I don't think it's a good move. Your new quarterback is known as a scrambler, and even when he does drop back to throw it, he's not accurate. Not a fan of this one. Sure, they probably gave him some extra cheddar, extra doubloons, but I don't think it's worth it. I would have stuck it down at Bama because you're for sure to...
This is a money move, for sure. Definitely a money move.
Get most of the reps next year at wide receiver 1, and I think Austin Mack and Keelan Russell, they're far more accurate than what's his name? I was about to say Russell for A&M. Reed, my apologies. Best of luck to Horton, though. Sure, I'm gonna miss you, brother. I appreciate all the great memories and all the outstanding catches you made against Auburn in the Iron Bowl. 3 touchdowns. Moving along here to topic number 2. This one's a head scratcher because I've never heard this guy. Breaking Elon.
Never heard of him.
Yes, the school. That is not a person. That is a college football program, believe it or not, transfer quarterback Landon Clark has committed to LSU. So this is Lane Kiffin's new quarterback. I'm just really confused. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know who this guy is. I've never heard of him. And neither have you. Landon Clark, who is this guy? Let me find out he's a demon or something. But you got to be asking yourself this question. Well, he's probably going to have a good shot winning the starting job because he's not going there to sit the bench, or at least that's not his intentions. I thought they were going after
And they got Sam Levitt too. This video was probably posted before they recruited Sam Levitt.
Sam Levitt or a high-profile quarterback in name, not a guy from Elon. With all due respect, I don't know, man. This seems like one of those backup quarterback situations to me where Landon Clark is just happy with getting his degree and being the backup quarterback, and LSU giving him $500,000 to upwards of $1.5 million as an emergency quarterback. No way this is going to be the guy, right? No way, but, you know, you do got to bring up old Trinidad Chambliss. Remember his story? Ferris State. Nobody in the world heard of him. Nobody thought he'd be where he is today, and here he is. And you got to give Lane Kiffin some credit. He knows what he's doing when it comes to quarterbacks. He can find a diamond in the rough. He did it last year with Chambliss. We'll see what happens there. We'll see. I'll keep you updated. But let's get a move on to the main topic of the Man on Court. Main reason you probably could have done to this video. What in the world is going on with Alabama and Texas? Well, earlier today we talked about the Cam Coleman news, and which I tried telling y'all guys, I really didn't think Alabama had a great shot at landing Cam Coleman, and I've already talked plenty about that, so I don't want to repeat myself. If you don't know my thoughts on it and you haven't heard my analysis, you can quite literally watch the video right before this one. Alabama is not big in NIL. They're not going to go ban for ban with a school like Texas, and that's why I ultimately thought Alabama wasn't in the race for him, and you saw it today. Cam Coleman, he committed and signed with Texas. Congratulations. I think it's a great pickup for Texas, but we're not here to talk about Cam Coleman. We're here to talk about Hollywood Smothers. Ironically enough, I made a video only a few days ago saying, finally, we were clapping it up, hooting and hollering, saying, yes, Alabama, they finally got some good news. They just landed the star running back from NC State, Hollywood Smothers. He was supposed to be the next great running back at Alabama, and we saw it. Alabama's most recent running back room this year in 2025, they were awful. It was by far the worst running back room I've ever seen in the history of me, maybe not for you, but for me watching Alabama football. They stunk. I know the offensive line wasn't too great, but the running back room weren't too great either. I say that with all due respect to Daniel Hill, Kevin Riley, and Jam Miller, but it is what it is. And you also got to understand Alabama is known as running back U, so it's not like the guys were just bad football
it was
players.
Just shocking just to see the Alabama running backs perform like that. Yeah, just like Matt said, Alabama is running back U.
It's just like, okay, look who you're being compared to. Well, heading into next year, at least Alabama had a beacon of light, some hope. It's like, all right, we got a 5-star coming in, and now we got a guy you can just plug in immediately, and he can be RB1. And I would label Hollywood Smothers, or I would have labeled him as RB1, because I'd say he had the upper hand on Daniel Hill. But that is a great 1-2 punch, and you also get some other guys in that room that were looking to be great. And they still can be, but with Hollywood Smothers now departing, which I guess I kind of spoiled that, but I'll get to it in just a second, it just changes everything. So now instead of Alabama grooming some of the younger guys coming in, you're more likely going to have to throw them to the fire right away, which you don't ideally want to do, but I don't know, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Before I go any farther, let me tell you the breaking news. So about a week ago, Alabama lands a commitment from Hollywood Smothers. In the past couple of days, some rumors were coming out that Hollywood Smothers, he's not all in, and he's going to visit Texas. Fast forward time a little bit, the visit with Texas, I guess you can say it went more than good because he has just flipped his commitment. Well, I don't really know what I don't know why I'm laughing. It's like, okay, I mean, what more could go wrong? What more do you want me to add to this, okay? I'm asking you, Timothy and Bobby. I mean, it's just like, you can't hurt me at this point in time as a Bama fan. You can't hurt me. I'm actually shocked more bad things haven't happened by this point in time. Of course, I will say the obvious. I guess that's what y'all want. It sucks. There's no sugarcoating this because he was more than likely going to be the starter next year for Alabama. And if not starting, he was going to get at least half the reps. This guy's a stud. And I'll clap it up for Texas. What a great day for y'all. You get Cam Coleman. He's going to be your wide receiver one immediately. And then you're getting Hollywood Smothers. I really don't know what the running back room currently looks like, so I don't want to speak on something I don't know about, but I'd like to assume he's going to have a good shot of getting bare minimum half the reps there. So you're getting two immediate.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably going to start because not Alabama. Texas, they lost a ton of running backs.
Impact players, and you already get your quarterback, Arch Manning. Texas is looking good next year, but I don't want to hype them up too much because it's Texas. And next year, I mean, why are we going to talk about next year when this year's not even over with? I'm not going to do all that, but you're looking good. Big pickup for Texas. I will address some of the rumors and allegations, although I don't think they're that important because it's not like Texas, they were cheating or anything. A lot of people are saying because Hollywood Smothers, he liked Alabama, liked the coaching staff. I mean, he committed there. It's not like, oh, he was deciding from Alabama and Texas. No, he committed to Alabama. He wasn't just talking to him. He committed. He was already enrolled in classes, and Texas stole him away. So what happened, Timothy? What happened? Well, I tell you, partner, this is apparently, allegedly, Texas. They threw the duffel at him. And I'm going to keep it a Fortnite V-Buck with you, Timothy. Do I care that Texas stole him away from Alabama because they offered him more money? They gave him the duffel? No, I could care less because it's not illegal. You can do it. And do I blame Hollywood Smothers for leaving Alabama and going to Texas because they're going to give you more money? Absolutely not. All power to them. You're getting paid for your services. We talked about this the other day with the Damon Williams quarterback from Washington who tried leaving and going to LSU, but crap hit the fan there. And I'll say it again with this example. Hypothetically speaking, because I don't know if Alabama was paying him at all or if they were going to give him a little money. Let's say Alabama was going to give Hollywood Smothers $300,000, and that's not a real number, just throwing out there. We'll say $300,000 in this up-and-coming season, or not up-and-coming, we'll just say 2026. You're committed to Alabama, you're already enrolled in classes, and then Steve Sarkisian, the Sarknado, comes in and says, hey, brother, we saw you're committed to Alabama. It looks like you're locked in, but you ever considered playing at Texas? And what if we give you $1 million? How does that sound? To be honest, you'd be a big dummy not to take it. You would be. Because the way it's looking right now, it's not like Texas is way better than Alabama and Alabama's way better than Texas. I'd say they're 1A, 1B. And this is a pure assumption, but you will probably have more run success at Texas next year compared to Alabama. Did you see how Alabama ran the ball this year? It was awful. They couldn't run the ball. But when you're talking about Texas and Alabama playing the running back position there, it's two similar situations. So why not get paid more for your services? And when I say your services, in this analogy, I'm talking about being a running back for that said team. It's business 101. It's a service-based business as a running back, as a wide receiver, and as a quarterback in college football. I'm going to give y'all this example. I like it, and I think it dumbs it down so people like me and you, we can relate. If you are a plumber and you work for said company, we'll call them Company A, and they paid you $150,000 this most recent year, but a new company, they call you Company B, and they say, hey, brother, we saw you made $150K this most recent year. Well, if you join us, you don't got to change your hours. You just work the same hours, do the same thing you did at that recent company, but we'll give you $100,000 more. So instead of $150K per year, we'll give you $250K. Will you join us? Every single one of us watching this video, me talking about it, we would join the new company. You'd be dumb not to. You're doing the same job, working the same hours, everything's the same, you're just getting a pay raise, and not a small one, $100,000 more dollars. You'd be a fool not to. So congratulations to Hollywood Smothers, and congratulations to Texas. That's all I gotta say about it. Now, is it a detrimental loss for Alabama losing Hollywood Smothers? No, heck to the no, absolutely not. Anybody that knows ball, you know this. The running back position is the most expendable position in all of football, not just college football, but almost every level. There's a reason running backs in the NFL can't get paid because they're not that important, and they're not that important in college football either. There's way more important positions on a college football roster than your running back, and I don't mean that as disrespect to running backs, it's just reality. Quarterbacks, offensive linemen, wide receivers, edge rushers, interior defensive linemen, linebackers, cornerbacks, DBs. I mean, running backs are low on the totem pole. And you're going to have some dork in the comment section go, oh, here we go, Matt's coping. I'm not coping, you dweeb. I told you at the beginning of this video, it sucks and it is a big loss. But it's not a quote-unquote detrimental loss. That's the point I'm trying to get across. For example, whether or not Alabama has Hollywood Smothers next year, it's not really going to determine whether or not they make the playoff. That's going to be other factors. Big ups to Texas. They pretty much gave Alabama a wedgie today. Many more things I could say when it off here. Let me know your thoughts down below. But they're
Gave him a wedgie. That's tough for Alabama, man. That's tough. All right. Let's watch this one. Well, actually, this one. Lane Kiffin. He found his new quarterback.
A little bit better, and man, oh man, guess what we got to talk about? The man, the myth, the legend himself, the Kiffinator. Clap it up. Clap it up. Why are we even clapping up for a Kiffinator? He really hasn't done anything up to this point. I don't know, but it is what it is. We're going to roll with it. We got somewhat I would label as big-time news surrounding him and this LSU football team. He has officially found his new quarterback for the 2026 season. We're going to talk all about that. We're also going to talk about LSU's rival, Alabama. They just got some news involving the transfer portal. It's looking like they found a new wide receiver. You know how Isaiah Horton, he left and he's going to A&M? He would have been wide receiver 1 or wide receiver 2 for Bama. I'm believing, or I'm choosing to believe, this is going to be Isaiah Horton's replacement. And who knows, he could be better. Just between me and you, I think he'll be better than Isaiah Horton. But we'll get all that in just a second. And look at this comment on the recent video. This is what I'm talking about. No, we got to clap it up. Clapping with my hands, by the way, to clarify for you weirdos in the comment section. Hey, Matt. Too long talking about this. It is not the main topic, but it is some breaking news we're going to talk about.
Noah Rogers. Never seen him play, but they got their replacement.
About NC State transfer, I'll just read this off word for word. Wide receiver Noah Rogers has signed. So not just committed, he has signed with Alabama. Clap it up. Clap it up. Now, we're not going to overreact. We're not going to do anything like that. However, I do think this is an immediate impact player for Alabama, and more than likely, he's going to start next year. Now, he didn't do anything at NC State when I was getting ready for this video. I did watch some film. I look at his numbers and all that nice stuff, but it's also NC State. They weren't really that good of a football team, and he didn't have many opportunities to shine like he's going to have at Alabama. And not only is he a former NC State wide receiver, he's a former Ohio State wide receiver. I believe, unless I'm highly mistaken, wasn't he a 5-star? I'm not going to look it up or anything like that, but he was either a 4 or 5-star coming out of high school, and he was supposed to be really good for the Buckeyes, but as we know, it really didn't work out there. But yeah, he goes to NC State. Things were okay there. I'm not going to hoot and holler on it too much, and now he's at Alabama. And you have to feel like since Alabama lost Isaiah Horton, since they didn't get Cam Coleman, which there wasn't a great chance of that happening in the first place, but we already talked plenty about that up until this point. That led to Kalen DeBoer and the coaching staff going after Noah Rogers. If I were to grade this pickup, when all things considered, Alabama, they don't just want anymore because the wide receiver room all throughout the year, it was so deep. I mean, guys like Cole Adams couldn't even get onto the field. But now at this point in time, it's not like, oh, you want wide receivers. No, you need some. So due to Alabama needing good wide receivers, I would give this, I want to say an A- or a B+. I'll go with B+, and I can't wait to see what he does next year in that Kalen DeBoer offense. I think he's going to fit in just fine. I know we talk crap about the transfer portal, and it seems like the turnover rate is insane, but the cool part about it is if you are an Alabama fan or fan of any team out there really, you get to experience new players almost every single season at every position. That's pretty cool if you got to ask me, because it does bring some new excitement to the team every single year because you don't know what to expect. And it's for the better or sometimes for the worse. Heading into the year, you'll hear about this new quarterback you just got or a new running back, new wide receiver, and come to find out they weren't even that good and it's a huge letdown. But there's other times, like in Ole Miss's case, an example, you get a guy like Trinidad Chambliss who isn't even being talked about in the starting job, who's not even going to be the starting quarterback, and you're halfway through the year and he's up for the Heisman Trophy. He's getting thrown in those conversations. From that standpoint, the transfer portal is just so unique and it's so cool because you get all these new players. It's not like, I was about to say back in the day, it's more so, it's not like 10 years ago where you're seeing a Hunter Renfrow on the same team for 6, 7, 8 years. Golly, man, I don't know if it's because I am an Alabama fan and I got PTSD from him racking up all those catches in the championship games against us, but it felt like he played at Clemson forever. And that's what I'm
that was just aggravating to watch. It really was. Seeing Clemson win all those championships, it was aggravating.
talking about. Same thing with Deshaun Watson. It felt like he played there forever. But with the NIL and transfer portal era, You just don't see that anymore. On one side of it, it's a bummer. The other side of it, it does bring excitement. For example, if you're an Alabama fan, and let's just say, hypothetically for the sake of this video, you knew Isaiah Horton was coming back, well, there's nothing really to talk about because you know what Horton brings to the table. But with Noah Rogers, you don't know. It's a big question mark. To Mr. Noah Rogers, welcome to the team, brother. Glad to have you here, and I hope you're ready to get to work because we got a lot of work to do. We'd love to talk about that some more, but moving along here to the LSU Tigers. Go Tigers. We got to talk about it. You already know we got to talk about what is the most important part, the most important piece, the most important player, however you want to say it, of any team. The quarterback. I don't care what any of you Timothys and Bobbies or Brad and Chads try to say in the comment section.
And arguably, the quarterback is the hardest position in football.
Period. The end. Most important position. Quarterback touches the ball on offense on every single play almost, unless it's the Wildcat or some crazy trick play. He's the most important player on the field. He is going to be the deciding factor on whether or not you win a national championship. You can have a great offense. You can have great wide receivers, great running backs, a great offensive line. But if your quarterback at bare minimum isn't good, you're not winning a chip. It's not going to happen because eventually down the road, at some point in time, he's going to have to step up and make some big-time plays and big-time throws. And we saw it with Stetson DoorDash Bennett at Georgia. Till this day, I believe nobody's more disrespected than DoorDash Bennett. I'm telling you, that guy was one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback in Georgia history. And
he is the best quarterback in Georgia history.
College football history. That guy was an insane dual threat quarterback that was running around defenses. I mean, he was a better version of Trinidad Chambliss, whether you want to accept that or not. I'm telling you, he was. Everybody forgets about DoorDash Bennett. That guy was the definition of a playmaker. He was so fun to watch. Them first couple years at Georgia, they were rough, really rough. But those last couple of years, he was putting on a clinic. Really great passer, great decision maker, overall just great player. Give him his respect and flowers. I digress. More of the story is you got to have a quarterback, and nobody knows that better than the Kiffinator. And we talked about the Kiffinator yesterday because it was a weird situation. The news was coming out that Ole Miss just signed a quarterback from Elon. No, that's not a person. It is an actual school and university that goes by the name of Landon Clark. And I remember reacting to that news yesterday with you guys going, I just don't understand this one. I'm shaking my head because there's no way this is going to be Lane Kiffin's starter for next year, or at least that's not what he's planning on. I felt like, and I was assuming, come to find out, I was right, not to toot my own horn or anything, that this was a thing where he's agreeing to be the backup and LSU's going to pay him $500,000 or $1 million to come there, be the backup as an emergency quarterback. Landon Clark isn't looking at this going, okay, I can come to LSU, compete for a starting spot, and potentially get to the NFL. No, he's focused on his degree. He just wants to get paid a little cheddar, and he's cool with that. Rightfully so. And Landon Clark may be watching this video shaking his head going, no, Matt, you misunderstood, brother. I am, and I will be competing for the starting spot. Well, here's where I'm going at with all this. This isn't, and when I say this, I'm referring to Landon Clark, it wasn't Lane Kiffin's number one guy. He has another player in mind, or I thought yesterday he had another player in mind. Come to find out, I was right. He goes by the name of Sam Leavitt from Arizona State. Read it in wheat, chumps, read it in wheat. The breaking news came out only a few hours ago that Arizona State's prestigious transfer quarterback Sam Leavitt, he is committed to LSU. So there we have it. Not one, but two quarterbacks have committed to the Tigers within 24 hours. And this is reminding me so much of the Trinidad Chambliss and Austin Simmons situation at Ole Miss. What is Sam Leavitt, the prestigious transfer portal quarterback that everybody and their mama wants? What is Landon Clark? Well, he's a guy that nobody's talking about. He's coming from a small school and nobody knows anything about him. Tell me I'm wrong. It is the same thing as the Trinidad Chambliss and Austin Simmons situation. Coming out of high school, Simmons, prestigious 5-star quarterback. He's supposed to be Ole Miss's starter. But then you got Trinidad Chambliss. He played at, D2? Ferris State? Nobody was talking about him. He was the backup option. That's all he was supposed to be. The backup in case Simmons gets hurt. And, well, he did get hurt, and we saw what happened. Played so good that Simmons didn't have a chance to win the starting job back. Lane Kiffin obviously likes that strategy. It worked at Ole Miss. He's going, why don't I do it again here? I go after the big-time guy, Sam Leavitt, and I also get a small guy like Landon Clark. Leavitt will be our starter. He'll have the upper hand in the quarterback battle heading into spring and fall camp. But if things aren't going well, maybe he's not playing good or he gets hurt, we got a more than capable backup. And I like the strategy. I've been saying this for years.
It is a pretty smart thing, to be fair. It is.
team out there should not just focus on having a good starting quarterback, but a good backup quarterback. You never know when you're going to need them. For example, I remember with Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa, you can't make that crap up. Jalen Hurts was bunzos in the championship game. Saban pulls him out, and Saban wins the championship with a backup quarterback. The year after that, what happens? Tua gets hurt. Jalen comes in down 14 in SEC championship and leads a comeback victory. Point being, within a 365-day span, Nick Saban won 2 championships, one being an SEC championship, the other being a national championship, because he had a really good backup quarterback. I think Lane Kiffin is following that same blueprint and strategy, and he understands it now more than ever, especially with what transpired this most recent season. We need a good backup quarterback, so let's go after some guy in the transfer portal that's coming from a small school. That way, we don't got to pay him $5 or $6 million. We just give him $1 million. And for LSU, that's nothing. And I know there's going to be some people saying, well, Matt, Landon Clark's not coming in to sit the bench. He is going to be competing for the starting spot. Yeah. You can lie to yourself and tell yourself and your buddies that, but that's not the conversations that are being had. I'm telling you right now. Landon Clark's not dumb, and Lane Kiffin's not going to lie to that young man from Elon. He's been telling him straight up, hey, our guy is Sam Levitt. You're coming in as QB2. Best case scenario for you. Now, if Sam Levitt gets hurt, that's when you're going to have your opportunity to shine. But no, Levitt, he's going to have the upper hand. No athlete at the collegiate or NFL level believes, even for a split second, you have as great as a shot as winning the starting job as the other guy who is way more of a high-profile football player, or at least on paper, and also is getting paid 5x or 6x the amount of money you're getting paid. There's levels to it, and Levitt and Clark, with all due respect, they're on different levels. You see this happen all the time in the NFL. Well, now you're about to start seeing it in the college game. The guy who's getting paid more money, he's going to have way more opportunities to prove himself. Why is that? Great question, Bobby. I'll let you answer. Because these
simple
teams, these universities, and these athletic directors, whoever you want to point to, they got more skin in the game with Sam Levitt than Landon Clark. If Landon Clark turns out to be a flop and he's terrible, is anyone going to be mad about that? No, it's like, okay, who cares? We pay this guy $500,000. It's not a big deal. But if Sam Levitt is a flop, that's a major deal. You're giving him $6-7 million. Big difference there. But yeah, I'm just explaining all this. Your starter is Sam Levitt. QB2 is Landon Clark. Now, they may tell you heading into the first game of the week and for the next 6, 7, or 8 months, oh, well, it's a close quarterback race, but I'm telling you right now, no.
No,
it's not a close race.
No way.
It's Sam Levitt's job. You used to be able to hide it back in the day, but you just can't hide it anymore. The guy you're paying $7 million is your starting quarterback, whether you like it or not. Even if he starts sucking up in practice, Lane Kiffin's going to be going, well, we just going to have to tough it out because we're paying him $7 million, so we got to get our money's worth. They are going to ride with Sam Levitt until the wheels fall off, and I'm talking about they're going to really have to fall off before they give up on him. If I were to grade this pickup for LSU referring to Levitt, I'd say about an A- because he's one of the best quarterbacks in the portal. I think he'll fit into the Kiffin offense, and he's got a little Jackson Dart to him, or at least he reminds me of Jackson Dart. I think him and Kiffin will be good. I wouldn't label it as match made in heaven, and it's hard to tell quite just yet how good they'll work together because I know he was good at Arizona State, but it's Arizona State. They're playing in the sorry and sucky Big 12. That's no competition. I want to see what he can do in the SEC, and guess what? We're going to see it. I'm curious to know your thoughts on this down below. But
all right, Sam Levitt a senior? Is he a senior or a junior? Wait, no way he's a sophomore. Oh, okay. He's a sophomore. I'm quite surprised. Yeah, so next season he will be a junior. Man, I thought he was a junior. I thought he was already a junior. Wow. Okay, younger than I expected. Or younger than I thought. That's what I should say. But anyways, moving on. Dylan Raiola. He's made his decision. Let's check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great Monday. Hope all of you having a great start to your week. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. And man, oh man, another day, another transfer portal update / video, whatever you want to call it. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Dylan Ravioli, he's on the move. He has made it official. He is joining a new team, and if you got to ask me, this is a huge upgrade for him because Nebraska, don't even get me started on them. We do have one other, what I'm going to label as a minor update in the transfer portal, and that is Notre Dame, the school that's not really involved with the portal too much. Well, they just got not one, but 2 former 5-star recruits. How about that? They got a former Ohio State wide receiver and former Alabama defensive player. You're going to want to check that out. Shout out to, I'm going to assume since the first 3 letters are in all caps, he's saying 8. How Matt. But let's get into the football stuff. That is why you're here. Keon Keeley, former 5-star recruit, and he was going to be a starter for Alabama next year, more than likely. He just announced that he's going to be committing and signing with the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Let's clap it up to Notre Dame.
Okay.
To clarify, I'm clapping with my hands. Big pickup for them. Big pickup. I think.
Why does he have to clarify that he's clapping with his hands?
Be a stud. And it's really sad to see him leave Alabama from an Alabama's fans' perspective because he was coming into his own and he was getting better and better and better every single week, and he's been in the program for a couple of years, and we just got him to the point where he can start making an impact, and as soon as he can start making an impact, he leaves. That's why I hate the transfer portal, because we groomed him, and when I say we, I'm referring to Alabama, we groomed him into being a good/great college football player. We put the time in with him. We put him in the weight room, and guess who's going to reap all the rewards and benefits from that? Not Alabama, the team who got him to where he is today, but Notre Dame. And I'm not mad at Keon Keeley or anything. I'm just explaining it, and it happens to every school out there. You see it more so with the group of 5. They'll develop a quarterback, a running back, wide receiver, etc., and then who's going to reap the benefits of that? Some Power 5, or my apologies, we're no longer Power 5, but a Power 4 school out there when he transfers. But this is one of those rare cases and scenarios where a starter leaves a big-time program like Alabama and now Notre Dame. They're just going to get an immediate impact type of player. Outstanding pickup for Notre Dame if you got to ask me, but hold on. There's more. Mr. Marcus Freeman, he's in his duffel today because he just got another former 5-star recruit. That's 2 within the same.
I heard about this. They got the former Ohio State wide receiver, 5-star true freshman, Milan Graham.
Same day, this being an Ohio State wide receiver, Quincy Porter. This one's a little bit different.
It wasn't Graham. It was Porter.
Because for Ohio State, he was a true freshman. So we really can't hype him up like Keon Keeley and say, oh, yeah, he's going to be an immediate impact type of player, because this isn't me being hard.
They got Milan Graham. I thought they did. Hold on. I need to check. I thought they did get Milan Graham. Oh, yeah, they did. They did. They got him today. And they got 2 Ohio State wide receivers. All right.
Mean or anything like that, and I don't even care if you take it that way. It's just reality, whether you like it or not. He hasn't done anything at the collegiate level. At least Keon Keeley, he has some tape out there. He has some stats and numbers. Porter has nothing. So if I'm a Notre Dame fan in this situation, I would be cautiously optimistic. I would celebrate and say, woo, we just got a 5-star recruit. This guy, he's supposed to be a stud, or was going to be a stud coming out of high school, but I wouldn't be hooting and hollering too much, if that makes sense. Because, he was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school, which is all fine and dandy, and that's nice. It's a prestigious honor. But that doesn't carry over to the collegiate level. It doesn't give you a speed boost. It doesn't give you better chance of playing. It doesn't give you anything. When you get to college, it resets. When you get to Ohio State, or Notre Dame in this case, an example, the coaching staff isn't going to go, oh, well, Quincy Porter, he was a 5-star at high school, so yeah, we got to play him. No, it doesn't work like that. Believe it or not, a walk-on will start over you if they are outperforming you. That's just reality, because this isn't middle school or high school sports. These college coaches, they don't care who your mommy is, who your dad is. They don't care about any of that. They're trying to win. It's a business. Their job is on the line. They're going to play the best players. And this is a different video for a different day, but even when I hear people say, well, my basketball, football, baseball coach, they don't like me, they ruined my high school experience, I still don't even really believe that too much, because I know it does happen, but even those guys want to win. So if you're really good, I'm talking about really good, you're going to play. But y'all know how I am. I don't hype up high school recruits too much, because you're playing future DoorDash drivers and insurance salesmen. Literally, I'm not joking. Let's get on to the main topic, the main encore, main reason you clicked onto this video. Ravioli. He has made his decision. Let me give you a quick backstory. So Ravioli entering the portal isn't shocking news, or it wasn't shocking news, because I think he transferred to a bunch of different high schools, and then he committed to Georgia, decommitted from them, and then he ended up at Nebraska. Moral of the story is he's always been on the move. He can never make up his mind. Nebraska had a not so great year this year. Ravioli got beat to death behind that abysmal offensive line, and he's like, you know what? That's it. I tried it. I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm going elsewhere. And I got to bring this up because context is key to every situation we talk about, but especially this one. There are videos. It is documented on the channel I posted years ago talking about Ravioli's recruitment when he decided to flip from Georgia and go to Nebraska. Why am I bringing that up? It's a great question, Timothy and Bobby. I'd love to answer it because it applies to this situation perfectly. And Ravioli, so I believe in life, some people, they learn the hard way, others learn the harder way. Ravioli learned the harder way. When Ravioli decided to decommit from Georgia, I said, this is dumb, it's stupid, and he's just gonna have to learn the hard way. What was I talking about? What was I referring to? Because there is a reason 5-star quarterbacks and recruits don't go to Nebraska. There's a reason 5-star recruits don't go to Oregon State, Kentucky, Chattanooga State Water Aquarium Community College, and list goes on and on and on. I probably need to make a separate video just talking about this because your casual fan or even some of your advanced fans, they don't even understand this stuff. I remember people talking about this in middle school, and I tried explaining it to them back then. They'd always say when a 3 or 4-star would commit and sign Alabama, they'd go, well, why would he want to go there? He's going to sit the bench. There's no way a 3-star is going to start over a 5-star. At best, he's going to play his second or third year. Second year would be best case scenario, more so of his third or fourth year. Why would you want to go to Bama? As a 3-star or especially a 4-star, if you go to South Alabama, if you go to Troy, if you go to Georgia Tech, surrounding schools, you'll be a starter from day one. So why would you go to Bama? And people to this day ask the same question, and you still see it. Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, they always get 5 to 10 5-star recruits in every recruiting cycle. But why is that? Why would a 5-star recruit want to go to Bama knowing that he's going to have to wait his turn? Because he understands it's going to be easier when he does get his turn. Let me explain. It goes back to this. Iron sharpens iron. As a 5-star recruit, you want to play with other 5-star recruits. Hensing, as a great player, you want to play with other great players. Why? Because it makes your job that much easier. If you're a 5-star quarterback and you go to Ohio State or Georgia, you don't got to worry about your offensive line blocking. You don't got to worry about your wide receiver or tight end running the wrong route because they're going to do it. They're great players. But if you're a 5-star quarterback and you go to, we'll say, North Texas or UCLA, schools like that, you don't just got to worry about your job. You got to worry about other people's jobs.
Yeah, and obviously, you might struggle.
I think non-athletes have a hard time understanding it because they're just looking at it from a playing time perspective, and that is a naive perspective. You shouldn't look at that. If you are a player, you should always go to the best team and fit for you. I know that was a bunch of mumbo jumbo. I hope you're sticking with me, but everything I just said, it leads me into my next point perfectly. What did Ravioli do? He committed to Georgia and he went, dang, it's looking like I'm probably not going to start from year 1 or even year 2. So, I'm not going to go to Georgia. Even though it's the best fit, it's one of the best teams and best situations for me, I'm not going to do that. How about I go to a team where I know I'm going to play? And you know where I'm going to play at? Nebraska. They will have to start me. You know why Dylan Ravioli was guaranteed a starting spot in Nebraska? Because no quarterback with 2 functioning brain cells would go to Nebraska. That's why it's easy to start right away. No 4 or 5-star quarterback even wanted to go there. There's a reason for that. That should have been a red flag from the jump. And as an athlete, you should want competition. You should welcome it in, not run away from it. He ran away from it at Georgia. Nebraska guaranteeing you the starting job as a true freshman, that is the equivalent to you walking outside and seeing a $100 bill on the ground. Immediately, what's going to happen? You're going to start looking around going, wait a minute, nah. Something ain't right here. This is too good to be true. Same thing with Ravioli. And I hate to sit up here and say he wasted 2 years of his college career, but he pretty much did because he didn't get any better at Nebraska and they didn't even compete for anything. So if you got to ask me, it's a waste from that standpoint. The only benefit was, like we talked about, well, you got to play. But you got the crap beat out of you, so was it really worth it? I don't know, but here's what I do know. He has learned from his mistakes. He finally realized after he took beating after beating after beating, oh, that's why quarterbacks didn't want to come here.
Yep, Nebraska's not the best place to go if you are a 4 or 5-star recruit. You would want to go to the best schools, even though you may not start day 1. even though there's going to be a lot of competition for that starting position.
That's why I was guaranteed a starting spot, because this place stinks. He then proceeds to enter the portal, and he has his head screwed on correctly this time. He's going, all right, I got to go to, number one, a school that is good/great, but number two, they can protect me and also give me some weapons. And Nebraska didn't have protection, didn't have any weapons. Well, now he's going, okay, I understand it now. I need 4- and 5-star recruits around me. I need, not a want, it's not a luxury, I need a good supporting cast. And that is why today, the breaking news just came out. You'll see this in the afternoon. I'm making this video, recording it in the morning. He is officially committed and signed with Oregon. Apologies, I don't think it's signed quite just yet, but he is committed. There we go. I'll clap it up for Patrick Mahomes wannabe Jr. At least he has learned from his mistakes. I can appreciate that, and I can.
And you know, if he's committing to Oregon, then that would mean Dante Moore's entering the draft, right? Because why would Dylan Raiola commit to Oregon if Dante Moore's staying for another year? That wouldn't make any sense. But I wouldn't say that I'm shocked that he's joining Oregon. Well, actually, I'm a little shocked that he's joining Oregon, because why? Well, not why, but what if Dante Moore decides to stay? Because obviously Dylan Raiola, he's not sitting on the bench, is he? So he's probably going to flip his commitment he is going to flip his commitment if Dante Moore decides to stay.
Respect it. Now, I know what all you were sitting here saying. I haven't even looked at the comments on the On3 posts or anywhere on Twitter, but I can see him in this video. Well, what about Dante Moore? And that's a great question. I don't know about Dante Moore. I don't know what he's going to do, but if I had to guess, I would assume... This is just me. I haven't talked to any sources. I would assume after that abysmal showing in the playoff, he's going to come back. But I don't know. Maybe he does go. It's a weak quarterback class. I just have no idea. But going off of pattern recognition, I feel like this almost does kind of insinuate and guarantee that Moore will be heading to the NFL draft. But I got to go back to this. Don't know. If y'all know anything about it, enlighten us in the comment section. Because you got to think about it. Ravioli, number one, isn't patient.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that we haven't heard anything from Dante Moore that he's going to the league or not.
That's why I went to Nebraska, because he wanted to play right away. And number two, it's not even like he just played 1 year of college football. He's played 2 years. I highly doubt he's going to go from playing 2 years of college football to sitting the bench and waiting his turn for 1 year. Maybe that will happen, and we saw it with the Alabama running back, Hollywood Smothers, who's now at Texas. Just because a transfer portal player commits to Oregon, it doesn't mean they can't decommit and go elsewhere. I'll keep you updated on what happens there. As far as it goes for Ravioli in the future and how great of a pickup is this for Oregon, it's amazing if you got to ask me. I think Ravioli is a really good quarterback as where it stands right now. It was hard to tell how good he actually was at Nebraska, because, got to go back to this, number one, offensive line was terrible, and number two, they weren't really competing for anything, so there wasn't much pressure involved. If he does stick out in Oregon and wins the starting job, we will really see what he's mad out of. But if I'm an Oregon fan, I'm feeling great about this. You got your quarterback of the future, or at least next year. Big pickup for the Duckies. Many more things I could say. Wouldn't it off here? Let me know your thoughts down below. But
all right, Dylan Raiola, new Duck, new Oregon Duck for right now. All right, rumor. Ty Simpson returning back to college for $6.5 million. Let's check it out.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great Tuesday. Hope all of you having a great start to your week. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. And man, oh man, we have a developing story. Well, I say developing story. Let me go back on that. This is more so of a rumor going on in the college football world. It is a big rumor at that, if you could ask me, because it involves Alabama's star, prime, and prestigious quarterback, Ty Simpson. Yes, that's right. You heard me correctly. And I know what all you sitting there saying. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mr. Matt, I thought Ty Simpson, he was heading to the NFL draft, and Alabama's focusing on Keelan Russell. They're focusing on Austin Mack. And yes, that's what was supposed to happen. However, there's some rumors flying around, and we got to cover them, and we got to put them to rest. Apparently, allegedly, Ty Simpson hasn't shut the door on returning back to college football. Apparently, allegedly, he may be going elsewhere for $6.5 million doubloons? Yeah, that's right. At least that's word on the street according to Timothy and Bobby on Twitter. And you already know we're going to talk all about it. Before we go any farther, I got to say big shout out to Kalshi for sponsoring
We do not care.
this video on Georgia. Use the promo code. But if you put 50, the only thing we're really going to be focusing on, there's some minor news I'll bring up real briefly right here. Bo Pribula, he's made it official. He's heading to Virginia. I don't have too much to say about this outside of it's a win-win for both parties. Virginia, they're
Yeah, that's I would say that's a better team for him. Like I saw there were rumors that excuse me. I saw that there were rumors that he might commit to Tennessee, and I'm like, there's no way Tennessee are interested in him. There's no way. Like, there's no way he's going to Tennessee. Why would Tennessee take him? Why would they take him? But it's not true. He's going to Virginia.
not that good of a college football team, and Bo Pribula is not that good of a quarterback. Him and DJ Ugabadoogie-Lagway were two of the worst passers I saw in the SEC this year, and I would say Pribula, he was worse. The guy just can't throw a football. It's just plain as simple as that. Now, he'll do just fine at Virginia, and I think he's a decent get for him, but you're looking at 9-3 at best case scenario. I don't know why it didn't get talked about more than it did, but he was so bad for Missouri, so bad. And I know the Missouri fan base, they can vouch
play
for me.
well.
If they had a half decent quarterback last year, more than likely they beat Alabama and probably pick up another game here or there. Best of luck to Mr. Pribula, though. Hopefully you can turn around, brother, because like we talked about last year, it just wasn't good. Looking at the comment section on the recent video, wouldn't mind some basketball content or a second channel for basketball content. I love to post it. We've talked about this numerous times on the channel. The sad truth and reality is people just don't care about it. And I hate to say that because I love college basketball just as much as I love college football. I watch every single game all throughout the week and all weekend long.
March Madness is a couple of months away. I mean, you're going to see basketball content at some point.
And it's not like
Especially
we don't
with the college football season ending.
for any college basketball stuff. We always do every single year, but I'll cross that bridge when we get there. That's a January 21st problem, whenever the playoffs are over with. Let's get into these Ty Simpson rumors. Imagine I'm writing that out in all caps. Rumors, because that's all these are. Rumors, and let me clarify again, rumors. Not even a developing story, not even breaking news. Rumors. And I know you're sitting there going, Matt, I get it, buddy. Stop repeating yourself. No, I have to emphasize and clarify on that so people don't misinterpret any of this. None of this is official. There's no validity to any of this. There's no substance, and no reliable source that we talk about on this channel have confirmed any of this or even spoke about it. I've been seeing these rumors go on for the past couple of days, and I've waited to even make this video because I want to get all my facts straight. I want to get all my ducks in a row. So you know what Matty Boy's been doing in the sweatshop the past 24 to 48 hours? I've been making phone calls. I've been talking to every source out there I got. I was trying to get to the bottom of this because I didn't think it was real, but you're seeing other people talk about this, including AL.com, which is normally a reputable source. They posted an article on it. I'll read this off word for word. Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson declared for the NFL draft, but other college programs are still trying to get him to enter the transfer portal. One offered a deal that could total $6.5 million doubloons. To AL.com's credit, that's not confirming or really saying, oh, this is going to happen. Ty Simpson's going to join a different college football program. They're just saying other schools out there are offering him $6 to $7 million, no pun intended. Schools like, oh, I don't know, Miami. Well, foreshadowing, we'll get to them in just a second.
It's definitely Miami who's offering that money. Who else could it be? What other college would offer him that money? I mean, well, there's other schools, obviously, but because it says college programs, not just program. But not Alabama, but Miami is clearly on that list or clearly one of the teams that's offering him millions of dollars. It has to be them.
They're trying to poach him away from an NFL draft by offering him an absurd amount of money. For those of you who don't know, if Ty Simpson even falls to the later half of the first round, or he's a second-round pick, $6.5 million in 1 year he'd be making at the collegiate level will be more than he's making in the NFL. So if these reports are true, and there's a couple different programs offering him $6.5 million, you'd be a fool not to consider it. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying you got to take it, but it's one of those things where you got to hear him out, because you'd be making more money to play college football for one season. And I know you risk having some career-ending injury, but even if you have the career-ending injury, you got $6.5 million and you don't have to work another day in your life without going to the NFL. I need y'all to understand, it's not like we're talking about schools are offering Ty Simpson $1 or $2 million to come back. That's Joe Schmo money compared to $6.5 million. You can't retire off of $1 to $2 million. But I firmly believe you can retire with $6.5 million and you don't got to worry about another thing a day in your life. I already know you're going to have somebody saying, well, Matt, I could retire off of $1 or $2 million. No, you couldn't. Let me break this down. Let's say a school's going to give you $2 million. Well, that is not $2 million in your bank. You have to report that as income. So you're going to get taxed out the wazoo on that. And more than likely, if you're getting $2 million in income that year, you're going to take home after you pay your agent and you're going to get taxed in the highest bracket. You might, because you got to pay living expenses. You're going to be staying in a nice condo or a mansion. You're going to have a nice car. You might have $1 million left over. And if you invest it correctly, I mean, yeah, maybe you could live off of $1 million without making any more money, but it'd be risky. I mean, you really be pushing it at the age of, what is Ty Simpson, 23, 24? He may only be 22 years old. $1 million at 22, 23 years old, not really enough to retire on. Now, $2 million is a different story, but we're talking about $1 million. And this doesn't get talked about enough, so you know what? Let's talk about it a little bit. You hear all these mega contracts get thrown around in Major League Baseball, especially the NFL, the NBA. Shohei Ohtani, what'd they give him? Was it $500 million, $500 million?
Yeah, but a little off topic, but baseball players, how are they making so much money? The money that they're making is ridiculous. Like, how are they getting paid that much? Like, baseball is a popular sport, but it's not as popular as football and basketball, but the players are making the most money. It's wild.
Let me remind you of something. Just because it says your favorite wide receiver in NFL is getting a $100 million contract, he's only taking home $50 to $60 million. And I know that sounds crazy to say he's only, but you just cut every number in half pretty much after agent fees. Why am I sharing that with you? Why am I bringing that up? Because you need to start looking at that from a college football player's perspective as well. If a school's offering a young man $2 million, he's only taking home $1 million. $1 million is still an insane and absurd amount of money, but it just changed things when you're talking about, should I come back to college or should I go to the NFL draft? If you're Ty Simpson and his father, who is heavily involved in his life, shout out to him. Coach Simpson, coach of, is it UT Martin? I believe it is. If I'm wrong on that, let me know in the comment section. But his dad, he's helping him with all this, and it's always much easier to make these big-time decisions in your life when your dad and your mom, they're heavily involved. He's saying, okay, son.
You got to speak to your dad. Have to. Like, if I'm making decisions like that, I am definitely speaking to my dad. 100%. And
yeah, a school's going to give you $6.5 million to come back to college football. That sounds all nice and dandy. You can improve your draft stock, but you're not taking home $6.5 million. You, at best case scenario, will only take home $3.5 million of that. And at that point in time, it's like, all right, there's not really that much of an upside to come back to college football. You might as well go to the NFL draft, because if you are we'll say mid to late second round pick, it'd be about even, but you'd have a longer contract and you'd be in the league before career-ending injury. You got to talk about it and bring it up. You don't see it all the time, but the recent example that sticks out to me, because I remember talking about it and then it happened. I hate to say I manifested it, but low-key did. Sorry, Matt Corral. The Matt Corral incident. If he doesn't play in that meaningless bowl game, and I don't care what any of y'all say, it was meaningless, he's probably still in the NFL to this day. Now we have no idea where he is, because He got hurt, lost millions of dollars in the NFL draft, and the rest is history. People don't understand when you say a career-ending injury, it doesn't always mean you can't walk again. It means what happened to Matt Corral. That injury ruined his career because no team would even take a risk on him from that point on. Applying that to this situation, Ty Simpson comes back to college football, plays next year, he's balling out, and then has some crazy injury like Matt Corral. Well, he immediately is going to go from a first-round quarterback to a third or fourth-round quarterback, and that's all she wrote. It's not fun talking about stuff like that. I hate to even think about it, but what do you think derailed White Randy's career? An injury. If White Randy doesn't go down, there's a 99% chance he's in the league. Not making YouTube videos, but it was a blessing in disguise. Getting back on track here at the topic at hand, Bobby is in the comment section going, okay, Mr. Matt, I get it. Ty Simpson, he's been offered $6.5 million to return back to college football. Well, who's offering him this money? From everyone I talked to, two teams, the Oregon Duckies and Miami. The Miami one makes so much sense. They've done it the past couple of years with Timmy Beck and Cam Ward. For those of you who don't know, Timmy Beck is playing his 9th year of college football, so Miami is going to need a new quarterback next year, and who would be more perfect for Miami than Ty Simpson? It'd be a great fit. And I've had so many people in the last 24 hours tweeting me saying, Matt, is this going to be a Carson Beck situation? Because he did the same thing. He wound up declaring for the NFL draft, and then took his name out and committed and signed with Miami. What did Ty Simpson do a couple days ago? He announced, hey, I'm heading to the NFL draft. So some people are insinuating that he could do the same thing. This one's different from multiple different standpoints, but we can start with this one. Carson Beck was never viewed as a potential first-round pick. Ty Simpson is. You're talking about best case scenario. Carson Beck last year would have been, this is best. Late second round, third. He probably could have fell to the 4th or 5th round, if not farther. And I don't even think he was higher on draft boards than Quinn Ewers, and Ewers went in the 6th?
Yeah, he was, I think Ewers was 7th. Yeah, he went that far down, 7th.
Or 7th round? That's why the Carson Beck one, it made more sense. This one, not so much, because Ty Simpson and his father, they had meetings with all the GMs in the NFL, and every single one of them told him he's got a first-round grade. So it doesn't make any sense to come back to college football. You can't really improve your draft stock. Hypothetically speaking, he could go out there next year with Alabama and have some Joe Burrow-esque year and be the for sure #1 overall pick, but that'd be too risky. And with the way the Alabama offensive line and just team in general is looking right now, I wouldn't risk it. Who would want to play behind that offensive line? He already did it one year. There's no reason to do it again. In my humble opinion, you would really be rolling the dice if you're Ty Simpson and you decide to come back to Alabama. You would be. Because what's going to happen is these NFL teams and GMs are going to look at how bad the Alabama offensive line is, and believe it or not, they're actually going to be impressed that Ty Simpson put up the numbers he did and played as good as he did behind that atrocious offensive line. And they're going to go, well, if he can do that with a bad O-line, imagine what he can do with a good O-line in the NFL. I know it's hard for people to believe with the way Simpson and Alabama finished this year, but his draft stock is really high. These NFL scouts love him. I think it's for a good reason. He fits what the NFL teams are looking for in a franchise quarterback. But I'm not going to sit up here and act like I don't understand why people are saying, oh, well, he could come back to college football and not return back to Alabama, but go to Miami. Because they're going to have a better offensive line than not Miami, but Alabama had this most recent season. That is a good argument, but I'm going to divert back to this. He has a first-round grade, and Ty Simpson earlier today, according to who I talked to, he already has filed the paperwork to enter the 2026 NFL Draft. Where am I going at with this? Why do I bring it up? It's looking like at this point in time, he can't even return back to college football if he wanted to. But I don't know. I feel like there's some loophole around it because you always see players enter the NBA draft, the NFL draft, and they find some crazy loophole to return back to college football or college basketball. I mean, you got a guy who got drafted to the NBA playing for Baylor currently in basketball, but don't even get me started on all that. I am not 99.
That is just insane. It really is. Like, bro went to the league, got drafted, went to the league, and now he's going back to college to play for Baylor.
I am 110% sure that Ty Simpson, he's heading to the NFL draft. His college career, it's over. I get it. I know there's a lot of hoopla going on, and for all the conspiracy theorists out here, you don't like to hear that. I know it's the boring answer, but it is the real answer. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. What you need to hear is Ty Simpson isn't going to Tennessee. He's not going to Oregon. He's not going to Miami. He's going to the NFL, period, the end. Many more things I could say. We got some other videos we got to make, so I'll see you guys later today. Be on the lookout for that. Let me know.
All right, man. Yeah, it's clear. he's clearly going to the league. All right, it's 9:14. I better go ahead and watch that Snart video before it's too late. I'm a gorilla. All right, Packers fan trolls the Bears. Bears fans. Fortunately, I have to mute it because I am streaming on YouTube. Gotta mute that Chief Keef song, unfortunately.
All right, chat, it's a new week, and we are back on the road. As you guys can tell,
Green Bay sucks! Chat! Chat!
Man, he didn't even let him do his intro. That's crazy.
anyways, before I was rudely interrupted, you guys can tell we're in Chicago. No, Chicago has some good vibes tonight. This is a big game, even though these teams have played each other at least twice in the past 2 months. As you guys know, our only goal is to come out here and troll as a Packers fan. So let's see what we get into.
Blast him! Live!
Those skyscrapers look beautiful in the background.
Blast him! Let's go!
Cheese graters.
Nah, that's some bad cheese. Wait, do it again, do it again.
Oh, I just got a heart attack now. I'm getting too old to do it again.
Wait, is that mustache real?
I kind of puts yeah.
I was gonna say, it
It's
looks
real,
fake.
but it's a permanent marker, free buzz.
It looks fake.
Oh, it's real hair, but it's just
Why would you do that? It looks like
I'm utterly insane.
I can tell. You don't gotta tell me that.
What do you want me to do?
I mean, I'm not surprised by a Bears fan. Come on now.
What you win, bro? You didn't win a haircut.
A winning
You didn't win a
franchise,
haircut because that everywhere. Get the out of here.
and you didn't win a gym membership.
You didn't, I didn't win that. You didn't win proactive either.
You didn't win a diet.
Shit. You know what you didn't win? A real jersey. You know what?
Where's your jersey? Where's your jersey? Where's your jersey?
What are those?
Where's your jersey? $180 Ultra Boost.
Man, them ain't no boots, those flip-flops.
Look at these. Yeah, flip-flops. Are you blind? You didn't win reading glasses? You can't see? You can't see?
On three, the Packers suck. 1, 2, 3. The Packers suck. You know where you
That
at?
was a weak shit. Where am I
You know
at?
where you at?
In the stadium in the league.
You know what? The only thing you got good in Green Bay is free beer. Other than that, get the out of here.
Yeah, because you guys are too cheap to give out free beer.
How did you get here on the skateboard?
Ever heard of a car? Ever heard of a car?
No, you drove a tractor here. You
A tractor. I wish I did. I wish I did. Farmers make money.
It took a long time to get here with your slow. Listen, hold on. Do you have anything?
Hey,
Is there a number on the back of that?
it's a t-shirt, so no.
T-shirt.
Where? What do you have on?
Hey, listen. you
What
wanna
kind
get
of
some
jacket?
beer?
I've never heard of Banustes. What the?
You on YouTube?
No.
I can see it, Tommy.
Tommy.
I can see it.
My name's not Tommy.
Yes, your name's Tommy today, guy.
I don't think
Calling
it
him
is.
Tommy.
Yeah.
I've been alive for 23 years, and that's the first time someone's called me Tommy.
You Michael Jordan?
That's like the only legend you guys have from Chicago's Jordan.
Oh, okay.
You need some dance lessons too.
Oh, my.
Said only legend. So Derrick Rose doesn't exist.
God, man. Why? You want me to keep going?
I want you to keep going.
I'm not going to do
Derrick
it.
Rose or Scottie Pippen. Those guys. I guess they don't exist. Or Brian Urlacher. I could go on and on. Well, not really, but still.
Your YouTube
Running out of things to say?
Absolutely not. I can do it all
I can
day.
stand here all night.
Me too.
I don't need a microphone for people to hear me.
Hey, man, let that man go.
What kind of noise was that? That's not a bear noise. Bears growl. They don't make little puppy noises.
You're not welcome here, bro. Get out of here.
I'm welcome wherever I want.
Bear down, baby.
It's a cute little paw.
Packers still
Who
suck.
has more Super Bowls in their
Packers
franchise?
still suck.
Hey, shut up, squeaker.
You don't talk to a kid like that, man.
I just did. All I'm saying, I don't care if a kid talk. You talk it, you get it back. That's a life lesson. You receive what you give out, especially in an adult
Don't dish it out if you can't take it.
environment. Like, what, I'm supposed to stand there and be like, oh my gosh, you're so right. No, that's soft. Not everyone gets a participation trophy. Bro, what?
F them kids.
I said, you Packers suck.
Why are you cussing at me?
I hate the Packers. The Bears.
So you're gonna cuss at me?
Out of here, yes.
Or what?
Just go. You're one wants you here.
Who has more Super Bowls?
Green Bay sucks. You're talking about history. Go watch the game. They're going to lose when we're popping champagne over here.
You guys would pop champagne after one playoff win because you guys aren't used to the playoffs, nor winning in the playoffs.
Hey, what happened last time you were in the playoffs? Choke?
I mean, yeah, we choked. However, we have more success in the playoffs than you guys.
Hey, who won 20 years ago, dude? Come on.
It's been less than that.
Hey, who won 15 years ago? The Packers did, dude.
All you got to do is go to our facility, look at our trophy case, and you will see it for yourself.
There's a Packer fan. Get rid of him.
I would rather be in Green Bay than this city.
We like you. You want a beer?
Yeah.
Right here, buddy. You got a cold beer for being a Packer fan. That's pretty nice of us. Look at that. A cold Busch Light right out of Green Bay.
All right, asshole. You.
Cool Logan Paul outfit. Get the
I'd rather be
Logan
Logan
Paul.
Paul than are stuck in the rat
What?
race.
keep walking, dork.
Or what?
You're not Logan Paul, pal. Beat it.
Logan Paul's successful. You're comparing me to someone who's successful. Who's this guy yelling some nonsense?
Oh, yeah. You piece of shit. Get the out of here. Go up north. Keep walking, you son of a. What the are you doing in our neighborhood? Get the out of here. You ain't getting no food. You ain't getting no beer. You ain't getting.
I don't
Walk
trust
up
you guys.
north.
I don't trust you guys anyway.
Right, we're gonna lace your food with some
Yeah, you probably would.
none but
You
fentanyl
probably
for
would.
you, buddy.
Yeah, that's
Said
everything in the
nothing
city.
but fentanyl. Fentanyl is crazy.
Of course, the Chicago people love fentanyl.
I'm right, giving it to
You need to lay off it.
Give it up to you, Wisconsin people, dude. You're the ones buying it. We're the ones buying
No,
it.
you need to lay off it, buddy. You're delusional. Oh, hell yeah. Appreciate that, man.
Back the team,
I appreciate
but
it.
let's not start trouble, all right?
Oh no, they started yelling drama. See, I like this tailgate better.
Keep it moving.
Or what?
Or what? Keep it moving, baby. Yeah. Are you
What if I don't keep it moving?
Just start.
Exactly, nothing.
Green Bay sucks.
And how do we make the playoffs?
Y'all trash, bro. Hey, how many touchdowns has Matthew Golden got this whole year?
How many Super Bowls does your team have?
One in the Super Bowl era, but before that, how
Okay,
many we have?
exactly.
How many championships do we
Exactly.
have
A
compared to
championship
Green Bay?
doesn't mean.
Well, now it does.
What they give you, a brass ring with a emerald in it?
All right, buddy.
You missed. You missed. He's thrown 3 things and he's missed. Just as accurate as your quarterback. 0 for 3. 1 for 4. You're just wasting food.
The cheese.
Why are you wasting it, bro? Eat it. Eat it. How's it going, man? Oh, nice.
I
to meet
watch
you.
videos all the time.
I appreciate that, man.
That's
I
crazy.
Thank you.
That's it. Jeez.
Bro, that was definitely either expired or on the clearance shelf.
Yeah, there's no way that cheese is good. No way. Because why would Bears fans bring good cheese and a cheese grater? Like the cheese has to be bad if you're gonna make fun of the Packers using a cheese grater.
That is disgusting.
This is like a welcome to Chicago.
What is it?
It's the most Chicago thing you could do. It's a good shot. You moved a good shot. The ladder. Let's go. Yeah, brother.
Hey, and I thought Snarp was gonna chill out on the drinking.
Imagine-
Chicago in the back.
That explains why it's bad. Dude, that was the worst shot I've ever had in my life. Hey, you guys are going to the off season. Off season.
Let's go, Bears.
Yeah, to the off season. I mean, your quarterback paints his nails.
And he's awesome.
No,
Awesome.
Real man.
he's a girl. He's. You paint your nails, you're soft as hell.
No, real guys wear pink. Real guys take care of their mama. He's doing that for his mama.
No, he's not. Do you paint your nails? Exactly.
I have a friend that
Because you're a man. Yeah, your friend shouldn't paint his nails.
He's a bad dude.
I doubt it. You're losing.
We're not losing.
You're losing.
No, you're losing, bro. The way you got the side of your head buzzed, you look like a junior in high school.
So I look young?
The way the green matches that dog diarrhea yellow. No way, buddy. I don't think the Packers can play in this weather, dude.
We're not losing.
You're losing.
No, we're not losing.
We're not losing.
You're losing.
This weather is bear weather.
We're more north than you
You've
guys.
never played in weather like this before.
We're from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Telling, okay, saying, okay, well, Snarp isn't actually a Packers fan, but still, telling a Packers fan or telling the Packers that they never played in cold weather is crazy, because is Wisconsin cold? I'm pretty sure Wisconsin is a pretty cold state. Like Green Bay is a cold city.
Here, though.
Yeah, working
So
on
that
it.
doesn't make any sense.
What? Oh, what? Okay. Aren't you from Chicago? Some liberal city? Okay.
not, bro. Let's go,
Where's the cheese at?
Let's go. Right here. I'm looking
Oh, I
at it.
don't see the cheese.
I'm looking at it. Let's go, Bears. Packers suck. I'm looking at the
The 7th seed in the playoffs for the 3rd straight year. What happened to that?
At least we make the playoffs 3 years in a row.
Hey, bro, first year head coach.
When's the last time you guys made the
First year
playoffs?
head coach, 2nd year quarterback, won the division already?
When's the last time you guys made the playoffs?
First year head coach, 2nd year quarterback, won the division.
Good luck.
How are you?
What is it?
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Green Bay.
That's good.
Green Bay sucks.
It's your birthday? Well, happy birthday.
I hope the Bills win.
I hope they win for you too. Hopefully they win for your birthday.
are always nice. That's love. Yeah.
We try to be nice to everyone. What do you think the final score is going to be?
30 to 16 Bills.
Well, now I want the Bears to win for your birthday. So this might be the snowiest it's ever been on a video. Bears are going down! Bears are going down! The Bears are going
Man,
down!
look at all that snow all over his clothes.
Oh. At least I can grow hair. Barely. Let's go Packers!
I wish we had snow right now, dude. Here in South Carolina, I wish we had snow.
Let's go Packers!
Green Bay sucks.
That's all you guys say. All you guys know to say is we suck. Show us some stats. The Bears suck! The Bears sucks! Someone threw a foul ball at me. You choking on it?
I just want to hug a Packers fan and say,
Oh, thank you, man.
life is short, but not for certain. When the Bears
What? Bro, what? You got a Yankees hat on.
This mustache is.
Yours isn't much better.
Oh, it's way better, brother. It's
Bro,
way
the
better.
gap in your mustache is bigger than the gap in mine.
It's not about the gap,
You
bro.
purposely
It's
do
about
that?
it's about the mustache.
Yeah, I
What you
trimmed
know?
my.
I did too, bro.
No,
Look
yours
at
goes way past your lip. You need to edge that.
this
You need to
mustache,
edge
bro.
that up.
The Packers, Bears by a million.
You
Are
do.
we going to win tonight?
Not with you wearing that.
Why are we not going to win when I'm looking like this?
No, not if you wear that. Great. Now we're losing because he wore this. Christmas was like a month ago.
Hey, no, we're talking about stealing that win.
We don't need to steal the win. It's ours.
Let's go, Bears!
Hey, let's go to Cancun, Bears.
Stop! Are you kidding me? That's my boy right here. That's my boy.
What? You would try too, homo. That's your only chant. Your only chant.
Green Bay sucks!
Boo!
Grilled cheese.
Hey, hold the L. Hold the L. Hold the L. The Bears suck. Move. Are you a cow or a bear? Let's go Packers! Let's go Packers! Hey, did you guys bring your nail polish?
Yeah, if it gets me a win, it gets me a win.
Let's see everyone's nail polish. Let's see everyone's nail polish.
Trubisky, baby!
Who?
He's wearing a
Exactly.
Mitch Trubisky jersey.
Who's that?
Money Mitch.
Didn't Aaron Rodgers own him?
He did.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers owned him. Aaron Rodgers owns him. The Bears suck.
Your mama.
Oh! You're too beautiful, Bears fan.
Oh my God!
Come back, let me get your number. You came back just to say that? You're a loser. You're a loser.
Fuck you! Sir, you're
Wait, are you glazing or are you hating?
I'm hating. You're a
Show me I am.
Oh, wow.
Show me I am.
gonna put hands on you.
Exactly, because you're the
I'm the
you are.
you suck. You're the worst.
How do I suck?
No one likes you.
Use logic.
I watch you on
That's why.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, you don't watch the
no one likes me. No one likes me.
I see you.
I appreciate that, bro. You have a great night, bro. Be safe. No one likes me. No one likes me. Yeah, let's do it. No one likes me. No one likes me. No one likes me.
Hey, you know what? At least he said it to his face. At least he said it to his face.
No one likes me. Who the f are you? Who the fuck are you? You're awfully tough with all your boys behind you. Hey, have fun in your gated community. Have fun in your gated community. You're not wealthy. Your parents are. Your parents are wealthy, not you. Hey, go flex your daddy's money. Go flex your daddy's money. Go flex your daddy's money. Yeah, well, I'm rich.
Green Bay!
You would try to, wouldn't you?
Huh? What issue?
You would try to the whole Green Bay roster, wouldn't you?
No.
Your quarterback paints his nails. It wouldn't surprise me.
Your quarterback can't even play because he's got to sit down for 4 weeks.
That's why he's playing today?
Injury.
That's why he's playing today? Exactly. You don't know what you're talking about. All right, chat. The game is about to start. Today we're not going in. It's too cold for this. So we're going to stop, go get some food, and we'll see you guys once the game's over. What better way is there to spend one of the biggest NFL rivalries other than with your rival himself? This is all thanks to TickPick, and a lot of you may...
We do not care.
This. And yeah, let's get into today's video. All right, chat, the game is not officially over. If you watch this game, you know. The Packers kind of put belts to the Bears. Snarp curse is not in effect this week. Hopefully no one bet against it. So let's see what we get into. Hey, thanks for having us, guys. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Chat, I jinxed that so bad. I just jinxed it so bad. The Snarp curse is a thing. I honestly always thought it's kind of an inside joke, but...
Yeah, the Bears took the W.
It turns out the Snarp curse is real. Yeah, Chicago's about to be a show. You guys got lucky. You guys barely won. You guys barely won. You guys are not winning the Super Bowl.
Hey, we won tonight, baby! Say bye to me!
One playoff win. One playoff win. You guys barely won. I don't want to hear it. You guys barely won.
Green Bay sucks!
Oh, watch where you're going. Hey, you'll see us next week. Yeah.
Green Bay can eat a yeah!
You look like you eat.
Chicago, baby!
I hate Chicago. I hate Chicago.
Hey, you're in the wrong town, brother.
No, I'm in the right town.
Let's go! Let's go! Green Bay! Come on!
Put on a shirt.
Come on!
Put on a shirt.
Bear the down! We took the whole Bear the goodbye!
Show some sportsmanship.
Suck that! Suck that!
No, thank you. No. You guys barely won.
Well, we barely won?
You barely won.
What's the difference in winning and barely winning? You have a tiny... Yeah, Green Bay!
It only took the entire Lions coaching staff.
Back up 94! Back up 94! Green Bay sucks! Green Bay sucks!
And you swallow! And you swallow!
What are they gonna freaking say now?
20 years. 20 years.
Oh.
Dude, actually
Okay,
just
now they're getting physical.
and like full on shoulder check me.
Green Bay sucks!
You guys cheated.
Cheated, so do your
You
mom.
guys cheated.
So did your mom.
It was actually my dad.
Green Bay, bunch of...
What team?
What do you mean?
What team do you actually
guys
root
are...
Who
That's what I
is?
mean.
What team do you
Do
actually
what?
root for?
Wait, what word did you say?
I said,
Bro, stop.
Green Bay.
Stop
You
playing
guys
character.
are a bunch of... Went on your TikTok.
Wait, say
not a
it.
Green
Can you
Bay
say it
fan.
5 times fast?
He trolls
No, I
every
can't.
team.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
What? You're a...
Say it again. Say it.
It's in
Keep
the
saying it.
video.
Keep saying it. That's so many clips right there. Keep saying it.
Not
Keep
even,
saying it.
not even the cheese.
I don't
saying
care.
He's some...
If you don't care, say your first and last name.
How about you suck my...
I'm not the gay one, buddy.
You are.
You keep bringing it up. I think you're self-projecting. Oh, he's hammered.
Beardo!
It's Chicago!
Yeah, Chicago Hope.
I'm gonna be honest. If you go that way, you'll catch 294 all the way to Green Bay, all right?
Wait, but I'm not going to Green Bay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You'll go all the way to, I don't care where the you're going, but not here.
Not this, yeah, not this city.
Loser!
What?
Loser!
How does it feel to be fat?
Loser!
We don't suck. Where's the sports? you mean?
Because you're a Packers fan. This means
Wait, what?
What do you mean?
A grown woman saying something like that?
you're a Packers
What, is she lesbian or something?
fan. This means your mom.
Do you have a or
And,
you?
and she's saying that right in front of the kid.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It means your mom.
This is fatherless activities.
Yeah, fatherless activities.
You're a
Rather be a than a activities. Fatherless activities.
Yeah, because there's no way that's her son.
This is
no way
fatherless
she's just doing
activities.
that in front of her
Fatherless
son.
activities. Rather be a than a
21-3. What's your excuse?
You guys cheated.
Cheated. Explain.
How else would you blow a 21-3 lead?
Give an example. You can just say, oh, they cheated. He's soft. He won't admit it. How did we cheat?
Did you see the refs and the whole calling the second half?
Whole call in the second half. Packers fans are soft. Bears fans are tough.
Bears fans are softer than Charmin. Why do you think you're the Charmin mascot, the Bears?
Hold on. Get this shit.
Well, that was a hectic another inning. Both of the past two NFL games we've been to have been the craziest endings. I thought the Steelers-Ravens was crazy. That one might have been crazier. But anyways, chat, this concludes this week's video. As always, I want to thank all y'all for watching. Hit the thumbs up button. I don't just say that, guys. Every week, if you guys hit the like, if you guys comment, if you guys do everything I say, it helps the video. So again, like the video, comment skyscraper, because that's what I'm looking at right now. Watch the video all the way through, front to end, share the video, do all those things, please. It seriously helps us. Got some crazy stuff coming up. Going to Miami next week. It's a cold one out here. Gotta escape the cold.
Going to Miami. Okay.
Sick. It's the end of the day. None of this is possible without you
Oh,
guys.
yeah, the college football game, the college football national championship. Of course.
Most importantly, none of it's possible without God. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week.
It's a snore. We're going up.
All right, man. Man, shout out Snarp, one of the best YouTubers in the game. All right, so it's 9:36. I am not going to have time to play video games, unfortunately, because I have to end at 10 o'clock. Okay, is there any point of reacting to this? Because Marlon, he did go live speaking about the whole situation. And I did watch a few clips about it. Man, Virginia got another quarterback, so I guess Eli Holstein and Bo Pribula, hopefully I pronounced his name right, is competing for the starting job. Okay, interesting. All right, so you know what? I should bring this up since I'm thinking about it. I don't see why not. So Dana White announced a couple of fights. Seattle Fight Night card. Israel Adesanya returns against Joe Pyfer, the powerful Joe Pyfer. This should be an interesting fight. Should be a pretty good fight. It's been a little while since Izzy fought. And hopefully he doesn't get caught with a big shot from Pfeiffer. Hopefully not. And Grosso and Barber, yeah, they're going to fight. Yeah, this fight should be interesting. Wait, and I don't think that's the only fights that he pronounced, right? I mean, not pronounced, announced. That's not the only fights, right? Yeah, but I do hope Izzy wins, though, to be honest. Because you don't want it, like, I don't want to see him. Well, I don't want to see him, like, be like Anderson Silva, you know, when Anderson was older, was getting older, and he went on this, he lost, like, a ton of fights. He was just older, past his prime, just losing just a ton of fights. Don't want to see that. Well, this is an interesting take. Why not? Got a little Sneeko clip. So Sneeko says that having a girlfriend is a waste of time when trying to pursue your dreams, citing his childhood girlfriend who made fun of his YouTube videos.
Again, looking at this, when you want to get somewhere in life, do not have a girlfriend. Don't have a distraction. It seemed like he got rid of that relationship and was able to figure out what he wanted. That is one of the best ways to let somebody suck away your life force, drain your energy, distract you, confuse you. Girlfriends, it's really a stupid concept when you break it down. Why are you not married to her? Why is she not your wife? Oh, because you're not sure yet. Because you're not certain. If you're not certain, then you shouldn't be with her. You shouldn't be wasting your time on her. It's like, even that if she lives with you, she's around you all the time, but you don't even know if she want to be your wife, giant waste of time. Especially in your early 20s, that's one of the best pieces of advice I could give you. Dump your girlfriend. Unless you're certain you want to be with her, then, you know, give her some certainty that she's the one. But other than that, man, they will know, especially when they see you start to climb, and because women are in competition with your time and your energy, right? Women compete.
Okay, interesting. I don't know why he's using the boom sound effects. Like, I rarely use the boom sound effects anymore. Like, I rarely use them.
Between each other based off their looks and their beauty. The currency they get from us is our time and our energy and our focus, not our beauty. Obviously, looks maxing is important, but it's really your life force. They're in competition with that. So when your girlfriend, in your 20s and stuff, she sees you dedicating your energy and your time to your work, she's competing with the work now because she wants all your time. She wants to go bowling. She wants to put on a Santa hat. She wants to hug and cuddle. She wants to watch this movie. But you need to work. And she ends up despising that.
Interesting.
Because she sees that as the enemy that's taking away all the precious time that she could have with you is being spent on your work. You got to cut it out. Obviously, some women are not going to be in competition with that. That's the one that you want to keep around. But most...
Yeah, that's the unicorns. That's the rare ones. Apparently,
they're going to resent it. They're going to resent every moment you spend not with her. Every time you spend on your work. Why do you need to do this again? You work so much. You do this all the time. This is stupid. Or like, I want to be a DJ. Like, imagine telling your girl, I want to be a DJ. Why do you spend any time being a DJ? She's right. Actually, you should quit being a DJ. But you believe in yourself. You really want to spin those things. You want to go to clubs and everything. Yeah, you tell your girl you want to be a rapper. She's like, this is stupid. There's so many rappers. She's right. You should quit that. But she's putting doubt in your head. She's killing your dreams. Have a realistic dream.
Yeah, you can't have people like that around you. That is correct.
And if you hear it's like saying anything, that's dumb. I've had girls like that. I had a girlfriend in high school. I remember her name. I'm not going to say it right now. It was a blonde girl. She was hot. And she said, why do you do this stupid YouTube channel? Why you still do that stupid YouTube channel?
Bumblecott!
I never forgot that.
That's tough.
The person that I was confiding in, spending the most time with, at a pivotal time in my life, thought that everything that I cared about was stupid. And now I see her, she's kind of fat, she has a bunch of tattoos, and she looks, she's in the same town. So.
Wait, so she gained a lot of weight and she has a lot of tattoos. And while Sneeko, he's got a ton of subscribers and is, I'm pretty sure, a millionaire. Not the pocket watch, but I'm pretty sure he is a millionaire, I think.
You don't forget stuff like that. She was right? Okay. Again.
You know what? Why not watch this video? Why not? Just a little bit of streamer drama. Some high school like similar to high school-esque, I should say, streamer drama. If that makes sense.
Me kissing a girl.
Marlon and Yana situations is sad.
Single at the time. What are we talking about here?
Why is India locked in, entangled with her mouth with this Marlon guy?
When y'all found out, I found out. It's been hard for everybody in this situation.
Recently, Marlon, Yana, and this Love Island contestant have been having the worst weekend of their life after a fan exposed a secret interaction that happened between Marlon and somebody else in the midst of him admitting to being in a relationship with Yana. It gets pretty muddy, and for a lot of people, they might not even know everyone in the story, so I don't want to yap too much in this intro, but get directly in the video. And in order to do that, we have to start from the very beginning with who even are any of these people, in case you're unaware.
He's delayed.
Oh, I'm delayed.
Marlon.
Go ahead. Matter of fact, I'm open book, bro.
Do you have feelings for Yana?
Yes.
Of course.
For the uninitiated, Marlon is a new streamer who recently had his claim to fame last year, getting a lot of popularity after spending days not even having a house and streaming consistently, collabing with other people like Lacey you see here, other people in the Phase Boys, and reaching new heights that he probably didn't even expect to hit. But a lot of more eyes have been on him recently, not because of this incident we're about to talk about right now, but because of his interactions with Yana, another streamer who got very popular due to Streamer University and her consistent collabs with other people, and a lot of people just enjoying her personality and content. And apparently what people enjoyed more than just her personality and content was her and Marlon's personality together.
Ever been to Hawaii?
No, I wish I could go to Hawaii, bro. I've never been.
And she went.
You're so lucky to go. You're so lucky to go to Hawaii, bro.
Man, that was some good content. That was good content. That, Marlon just traveling all over the country. It was good content. And especially when he visits South Carolina, my state. And I was quite surprised that he went to, well, I wouldn't say surprised, but well, I would say a little surprised that he went to Charleston out of all the other cities or towns in South Carolina. Surprised he could have went to Myrtle Beach. I think there would have been more things to do for him if he went to Myrtle Beach than Charleston. But Charleston's a nice place too.
You just make sure you grab your trip sometime, nah, but Hawaii should be lit though, right? You know what I mean?
I hope it's real lit.
I know.
But he would be disappointed if he went to Myrtle Beach and went to beaches in Myrtle Beach. He will be disappointed because the beaches, they're dirty. If you ever go to Myrtle Beach, do not go to the beaches. You will be disappointed because I remember the last time I went, the beaches were dirty and it just looked nasty.
I hope it's lit for you.
Yeah, I know.
Clips of them together were going crazy, feeding the pair's social minds and people starting to realize that they like the new ship of Marlon and Yana. To the point, the comment sections, if I showed you, may make it seem like they were the ones actually in the relationship or in any of these situations because of how much they like their interactions together and how much they genuinely love seeing them on stream together. But what made it all 10 times worse was a Hawaii trip that actually ended up happening that they were talking about in that clip. Once the clips from that and that entire stream had went out, people's whole perception of Yana and Marlon together went 10 times crazier.
Why are you so poor? Don't Muslim.
This is my Super Bowl. What kind of title is that?
Deep Friday, okay? Deep Friday.
Just nosy. It's a free stuff.
Obsessed I am with them. You're
funny.
It's embarrassing how obsessed I am with them. We are being fed with a laughing emoji. I love them. You can't tell me they aren't together. I just know that was the best day of her life. Safe to say anybody that wasn't invested into Marlon and Yana definitely now knew about them. Not only knew about them, but got invested as well. Reposting their clips, watching their clips, basically stalking their pages, and even looking at leaked photos of them apparently holding hands together. People were locked in on their potential relationship that they were consistently denying on each other's stream, but it made it 10 times worse because no matter what they had said about them not being in a relationship, their friends would be feeding into it consistently, like when Marlon went on a lie detector test with Lacey, or when Yana was on a stream with one of Marlon's friends and apparently mentioned talking about her and how he wants to just make her happy.
Hey, where's Mark?
Just somewhere around.
He started talking to you. He's a hard man to reach. I saw you guys at the Beast thing.
I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's everything going? He's like, dude, she's an amazing girl and I really care about her.
Wait, he said what?
He said she's a really great girl and I really care about her.
He said that?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
Put that on me.
On you.
You. Wait, put that on everything.
I put it on everything.
Do you have feelings for Yana?
Wow. We are going all in. We are
Dude, I can't, like, if I ever became a big streamer or big content creator like Marlon or Lacey, I don't know if I could ever do parasocial content or being like a public relationship. I don't know if I could do it.
all holy.
And it's not smart to make your relationship public. Technically it's not smart. It's better to keep it private.
He's delaying the truth.
He's delaying truth.
Oh, I'm delaying.
Marlon.
Or just at least try.
Bro.
Do you have feelings for Yana?
Yes.
True.
Have you taken Yana on a date?
Yes.
True.
Safe to say anybody invested into Yana and Marlon were getting everything they wanted. Collab streams with them together, them talking about each other in amazing ways when they are just solo streaming or even with other people, and then their friends around them feeding into it, talking about them being together, talking about them going on dates, and literally putting them on entire lie detectors so that the world can know that they are interested in each other. And it came as no surprise when recently, as of like 2 weeks ago, they even announced actually being in a relationship together after an altercation happened at a Mr. Beast event. So it seemed like everything was going amazing, especially at the start of 2026, until a video came out this weekend that showed Marlon interacting with a famous UK star.
Of course, this clip went viral. Just some weirdo just stalking them, recording. Yeah, but kissing at a public restaurant, kissing in a restaurant is crazy. Man,
Now I should have to point this.
Like, look at that, man. She just looking at him on it. How do I say this? But just, I don't know. Never mind.
Now I should have to point this out before I even get into the explanation that recording somebody in an intimate situation, regardless of how much fame they have, is a very odd and weird thing to do.
Weird.
But since it happens every day, people are trying to
stuff.
normalize this behavior, and that definitely is something that is still weird to me. But who this person is India from a show called Love Island. And she actually happened to be in a relationship at the time, and presumably to a lot of people, so was Marlon. So when all this came out, people are going crazy, pointing fingers not only at India, but also at Marlon, wondering how this could possibly happen, wondering what's possibly going on, and wondering why this all would be coming out now. Genuinely seemed odd to a lot of people that they are catching two cheaters in the act. But if we would get answers to a lot of that, specifically on the whole situation with Marlon and her, when Marlon actually started to spark up stream and answer a lot of the questions that people had been asking.
There's a clip that this one dude released. Somebody recorded me kissing a girl. Hey, how you doing? 24-year-old man, single.
He's like, I was single he basically said I was single at the time, and I'm just, having fun with, I'm just talking to a chick, and I happened to kiss her. So Well, like, what's the deal? Like, what's wrong with that?
At the time, not talking to nobody. What are we talking about here? I'm really confused. Here. It's really confused here, bro. I'll be honest. That's pretty much it. Always told y'all I keep my private life very private.
A lot of y'all might be sitting there with a bunch of question marks because a second ago I just said he answered a lot of the questions people have been asking, and all he really said was that he was single and that he keeps his private life private, which is all the answers I think a lot of people needed. A lot of people were just accusing Marlon of being a cheater, using Yana for views, and basically manipulating her feelings along with the rest of his community's feelings. And if he was single at the time, he's not a cheater, and if he's purposely trying to keep his private life private and not give too many details, and he's not really manipulating anybody's feelings, and literally got this footage shown against his will, along with her getting this footage shown against her will. So it leaves a lot of questions. It leaves you wondering who would go out of their way to not only capture this moment, but also to post it as well. They went on TikTok to talk about them capturing this moment and what was going through their mind when they were seeing this.
God is not letting me sleep on this one. Nobody's letting me sleep on this one. I've just got home and I just need to do a quick story time.
Right, no offense, but did she get plastic surgery or something?
Let's get comfortable because this one is about to be mud. India and Dami, this cheating scandal that's going on. December the 3rd, it's true.
To create the drama and create that situation by recording two people that you only know through a screen without their knowledge when they were having any type of intimate moment, even if it is in public. That is odd. And people didn't even need to know who captured the video or your story time about getting it. And it just gives very clout chaser type of energy to me. But since the video is out there and everybody knows now and is commenting on the situation, obviously people couldn't just point the finger at Marlon and get his take and what he thinks about the situation. People were also looking towards India to see what she had to say. Let me just tell you, it wasn't a lot. I'm aware of the video that has been shared online. I made a mistake and take full responsibility for my—
said made a mistake. And to be honest, I've never heard of this couple. Apparently they were, you know, like he said in the video, they were pretty popular in the UK, and they were in this reality show called Love Island, which is also popular in the US, but that they were in obviously the UK version. Yeah, calling cheating a mistake is kind of crazy.
Actions. I understand the hurt this caused. I won't be commenting further. As far as addressing drama goes, she actually did it in a pretty well way. Just an IG story addressing it, nothing for people to misinterpret, no way of milking this by going on a stream herself, by going on TikTok videos, by creating a YouTube video, just having it be that and then trying to move on as quickly as possible. Even though she addressed it, Marlon addressed it, and we even got the behind the scenes of the people who captured the video, people are somehow still mixed on this entire situation as a whole. And this is all before Yana even got to say anything.
I've been seeing so many takes about this whole India, Marlon, Dami that I feel like this is borderline trolling. Some of you are trying to live your lives through India. Some of you got cheated on and you're thinking India cheating on her man is your get back. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, I seen, like, when I saw the clips and I look at the comment section on Twitter or X, I seen a bunch of these British or English, Jamaican women just literally defending the woman in the situation, even though she cheated, which is just absolutely insane. Like, why would you defend somebody for cheating? It's ridiculous.
Still got cheated on. I'm seeing a lot of women say,
I mean,
oh, India.
If her boyfriend cheated, then I guarantee you they would have had a different reaction. They would have called, like, they would have called him a bunch of names and, you know, all that crap.
One, the best heartbreaker won. I just want you lot to make this sense to me. Just make it make sense to me. India got with Marlon.
And also, you just can't take some or just most people on Twitter seriously. You can't. It's like those people aren't. It's hard to believe that those people are real.
On a one night, kissed a man, went to the toilets together, and left. They've never spoken ever again. Night stand.
Like, oh my God, India cheated. I just don't think that she would have cheated unless she had a good reason.
Must have cheated. Now you're making excuses for someone cheating.
Hard does to India, India would.
Dude, I don't.
Because like I need to know the timeline.
Getting a lot of unwarranted backlash because of this entire situation. But late last night, she decided to spark up stream and talk about it and didn't really say much and even tried her hardest to not even point blame on anybody that was involved.
I'm not gonna sit on here and talk about everything because I'm not really ready to do that, and I feel like it just.
I'm sure I already seen the clips. You know.
Throw anyone under the bus, trying her best to be nice and respectful to everyone that is involved, which is a pretty nice thing to do, especially when a lot of people are not only giving Marlon backlash for a situation where she is the one that should be hurting from it. It's genuinely weird behavior. Even after this entire segment, during her stream, people talked about her having low energy and her even abruptly ending that stream because she wasn't feeling too good. But I do want to bring attention to the weirdos that are trying to feed off of this situation. Outside of just talking about it and giving y'all the information, there were people like Yana's apparent ex who are online talking about the situation and basically bringing everyone involved down and talking about him going back to her and all of this weird unnecessary stuff.
I just want to say appreciate you, Marlon, for selling that.
You're not getting him back, dude. All right, so I ran out of time. Fortunately, you know, it's just some high school-esque streamer drama. You know, that's pretty interesting. It involves one of my favorite streamers, Marlon. But, yeah. I should be live again tomorrow. We'll see. And hopefully I'll try to make some time for gaming. There no guarantees. And unfortunately, I can't stream longer. If I streamed longer, I would play some video games, obviously, probably college football or Dispatch. But anyways, thank you to anybody who tapped in, even if it was only for like 30 seconds. Thank you. And I will be live again possibly tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Once again, have a good night.